COVID-19, flu, and RSV. You can now get tested for flu and COVID-19 at the same time for free at the state's COVID-19 test sites. This comes during a rise in respiratory illnesses, high demand for cold and flu medicine, and the increase from medium to high levels of flu across California. Doctors we talk with say getting tested is really important as we meet up with friends and family for the holidays.
We're seeing right now is both COVID-19 and flu are increasing.
The California Department of Health says statewide flu activity has reached historic high levels.
Very early flu season. We're seeing a similar kind of trajectory as 17-18, which was our last really serious severe flu season that also, caused a lot of stress on our hospitals.
If you're feeling sick, doctors recommend you visit one of the more than 100 state testing sites available, now offering free flu and COVID tests. It's a simple swab test and you get your results in about half an hour. Experts say getting tested for both is essential right now.
We have COVID still going on, and certainly several strains are pretty prominent. We have influenza and we have RSV, and all three of those create a pretty significant respiratory illness.
Meanwhile, you're not alone if you've had a hard time finding over-the-counter cold and flu medicine, especially for children. But supply chain problems are not always to blame.
There is such an increase in demand. We just learned that demand for November compared to last year is up 65% when you look at the units sold of children's pain and fever reducer.
A statement to ABC 10 from Johnson & Johnson Consumer Health says, quote, "We continue to experience high consumer demand driven by an extremely challenging cold and flu season. While products may be less readily available at some stores, we are not experiencing widespread shortages of children's Tylenol or children's Motrin."
An important thing to know is that cough and cold medicines are not recommended for any child under the age of 6.
All right, Chris, so there is still some good news here. The doctors that we talk with today say that the children's cases of RSV are actually going down, but it's still really a big concern. And we also want to let people know that where you can go to get your free flu and COVID testing through the state, we have that information on our website, abc10.com.
Good to hear, though, that the numbers are actually going down.
Yes, it's a relief.